look at this. Isn't it rare? Wow, look at that. The 371 GM sitting in there. These would be rare. There wouldn't be too many of these around. A Massey Ferguson 98 with a factory fitted 371 GM. Look at that. I see it's got an ID plate around here. Look at that. Massey Ferguson Incorporated. The Oliver Corporation. This tractor is so rare, it's one of the Roy Roddau collection, and he had to import it from America. This tractor's been fully restored, and look at that, it's got the bird on the front there, and look at the air cleaners and everything, how they've all been beautifully painted up, and the tin work on it's perfect, look at it. It's been a really good restoration, all right. Yep. Look at the size of that front axle, it's solid. This particular tractor, they say it was 84 horsepower at the PTO, so I'm guessing if it's 84 at the PTO, it's probably 95 at the engine. That's usually the way tractors go. Just looking at the size of the tyres here, 18.4 by 34 tyres. Drawbar only, no 3-point linkage on this model. These tractors were actually made between 1960 and 1962. I don't know how many of them they made, but very rare in Australia. I've never even seen another photo of one. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this in the real. Look at the thickness of that. Look how heavy that drawbar is. Wow, that is heavy. This thing's totally different to any of the Massey Fergusons that I would have ever been on. The ones I were on were made in England. I've got like a high and low range over on this stick. This is the high-low stick here, as you can see over here on our specifications. High-low there, and this is our main gear stick here, which looks like first, second, third, and reverse over here on that. It's also got this unusual idea here with this hand clutch. I'm not quite sure which way that works, whether that works down or whether it's got to be pulled back. I think it's got to be pushed down to work, but we'll find out about that in a minute when we get it going. It looks like it's got 4,025 hours on it, if I'm reading it right. The throttle here's got teeth on it, so it will stay in a set position. It's set at a position, especially if you're out ploughing or something like that all day, well, you just have it set in a certain position at certain revs on there. People used to say with tractors, you should have them running, just say you have them running at, a tractor like this might be running at 1250 RPM or something. And to make sure they're not too overloaded, you should be able to still open the throttle and the tractor should still open up. If you've got it too heavily overloaded, it'll be blowing black smoke out the exhaust all the time, and if you go to rev it up, it doesn't want to rev up anymore. Well, you're in too high a gear. You need to go back a couple of gears until it's running easier. It's a nice change to come along and look at something that's got nice leads, all the connections and everything are nice. You look at the diesel in the clear bowl, no dirt or no water in it, everything in there looks really nice. Everything's well looked after. I see the dipsticks here. I'll just have to check the oil. Yep, oil in it looks clean. Put that back in there. Radiator cap's up on top here. I don't know whether I can get to that. There we are. Yep, I can see coolant in there. I was talking to Roy, and Roy said this tractor was the same as a 990 Oliver, but this has different tin work, obviously, to make it look more like a Massey Ferguson, I guess you'd say. This would have been a pretty big tractor out in the early 60s, and with a straight-through pipe. Apparently, originally, they did just have a straight-through pipe with no muffler. So just imagine the noise, and just imagine after sitting on something like this for 8 hours with no muffler, you'd be deaf. It's got the oil filter on the side there. In a typical GM, it's got those inspection covers. You could take off the side of the engine and look in at the pistons, or look in through the ports, I suppose you'd say. Righto then, I'm just going to check the stopper. Yep, stopper's in the off position. It is free, so I can shut it down if I have to. And we're definitely in neutral here on the main stick. I might just open up one notch on the throttle, and we'll see what happens. Right, we're ready to go to see if she's going to start. absolutely delightful experience driving something that was built in 1960 to 1962, and everything works so well. The clutch was just so smooth, a hand clutch, and everything just runs like clockwork. It's hard to believe it could be a tractor around that old, it's still that good. And of course it's got the Detroit engine, and we all know how well they run. This is actually part of Roy Roddau's personal collection, and it was very good of him to let us take this tractor for a drive. And if you really want to see some more to do with Massey Ferguson tractors, just leave a comment below and I'll see if I can do more of a story on the rest of the tractors. There's probably about another 70 tractors here to look at, which would make a really good video. So I'll probably end this video now and say thanks very much for watching.